Sir, good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to welcome you all for this webinar by our beloved alumni, Mr. Balaji. I'm happy to call him as UAV Balaji because from the day he was in college, he was very active and he used to do all practice, travel to many and have many certificates for himself from the first year to almost final year. And now he has become an entrepreneur immediately after finishing the course. So I am very proud as an HOD, as a faculty member, as a friend of all my students, including Balaji, to have him as our guest to share his complete experience of the present engineering and the guidance for passing now 10th year and the present second year, third year incoming all students. Because information and network is the world now. As on date, what is information you have and how network you form, it becomes a major part of the life over living present day. So I am very confident that Balaji has already conducted many programs, especially for NIET students, and many of our students have gone to Chennai for his center. Balaji has given help. Extended his help to many students. They have gained knowledge, and many of the students have told they are an entrepreneur. So with these words, I welcome once again everyone to this webinar, and I thank and congratulate Balaji for accepting our invitation. Our coordinator, Oblisami sir, coordinator M.K. Jaykumar sir, and coordinator S. Bal sir for the initiative. And I am sure that students will take home very important messages of the present industry, as well as what are the preparations required for them to equip themselves and grow up in the future, so that when they go out of the institution after a degree, and how competent they should become.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Thank you for giving. Hello.
Obli sir, please kindly mute everyone except Balaji voice.
Okay, sir. We're done, sir. Okay, Balaji, you can start your session.
Okay, sir. Fine. So still guys are joining in the meet. So we'll just start the session now. So kindly all mute your voices and also don't present anything right now. So we'll start the session now. Good evening, guys. I'm Balaji, CEO and founder of Leading Edge and alumni of Nehru Institute of Engineering and Technology and Bachelor's of Aeronautical Engineer passed out in 2016. So coming to the point, this webinar is about the career and scopes after the degree of Bachelor's in Aeronautical. So major of the students, as far of now, those who are watching final year and third year students, might be in a dilemma of what would be our scope and what would be our future in this field. So most probably the same situation with the thing which they were thinking, many of my batchmates were thinking. Main thing is keep yourself focused because you have chosen this course with your own opinion. So in that case, definitely this course would benefit you at any case, because it is not easy course to be chosen, and it is out of the box course which you have come out of your comfort zone, out of your ambition. Like many would have many ambition to achieve in this field of aeronautical and aerospace. So definitely it would help. In many cases, make sure that you learn the thing with your heart, not with any forcefulness or like with any compulsion. So definitely it will fetch. Okay. Coming to this, still many guys are joining. We'll start the session. So many people are wondering about what would be the major scopes and career after aeronautical. So there are many myths that aeronautical engineer students won't be getting any jobs after passing out. Those are all myths. And the true concept is that if you are a gem, you would be into that place where you are dreaming of. Only the thing is, what we are lacking is the skill and the gap which is being bridging. What the industry is requiring, what is the company is being required is not fulfilled by the student. The old tradition of learning is being still followed. But what I am saying is, let it be the thing. We should be out of the box. Like you have chosen the course with your own interest. So in the same way, you should be keen and interestful to learn many things. Like keep upgrading your skills, not the thing which you learn in the books. Apart from the books, there are many things which you have to learn. Update those technology, update those skills. It would definitely would fetch you a great job. Coming to, you will just go to the slides which I have prepared with a short period of time. I'll just present my screen. Just keep till people are joining. I'll just present my screen now. Okay. Many people are still joining. Please kindly all mute your devices. Okay, we'll just start the presentation now. The main thing of this webinar is career scopes after aeronautical and aerospace engineering. And the major myth, confusion is that what is aeronautical engineering and what is aerospace engineering. Main thing is I want to clarify that aeronautical engineering and aerospace engineering are both almost equal. Only the thing is the thing which flies beyond the scope of human capability, like commercial airlines, like the sky below the Earth's major sphere, that comes into an aeronautical, and things which fly beyond the space, that comes into that aerospace engineering. Fine. So as I told, which flies beyond the sky, like to the space, the study of those objects and related to the science are called aerospace, and beyond those limits is called aeronautical. So both are same concept. Only the thing is limited thing is the space, which it is a broad study. So that is what it is segregated as aerospace. And we'll go to the next slide. Okay, fine. First, second slide is this. Make sure you learn the concept and basic of the subject. So what I'm coming to say with this slide is, basic thing is, first of all, you should learn the course. That is this course. You should learn this course from your, from your heart. Like you should take your own interest. Like you should have interest in learning that. Unless or until you don't have the interest of learning and capable of getting those concepts into your mind, it would be hard to gather more knowledge. Once you are interested and you have more knowledge, and if you gather many things, it would definitely make a point where you will be able to suffocate of gathering the knowledge. So that would be good. What I suggest is. So that is what I told. Did you choose this course by your interest? So if you say yes, definitely you have crossed halfway through. So you know where you are going, what you are doing, and what is your goal. So there would be no problem, and you would be good to go. If it is no, like there are many people and many students, as of me, from taking an example of my batch, there were like around 20 to 30 people. They were like forced to join this course from the parents' compulsion or from many other external factors. So let it be. It doesn't matter. Anyhow, you have come out of the box, so it doesn't matter. Still, you can find the best in some fields and career. You can still learn many things apart from your normal life. So coming to this next point, aeronautical and aerospace engineering is a combined study of field, mechanical. So as I told, it is a complete structure of engineering which we have to touch every single scopes and subjects. So that would be making an aircraft to fly. So definitely we are learning something which is clubbed together. So we are learning many things apart from the general engineering is about to teach us. So those are that mechanical, electrical, electronic specialization that is called avionics, and aerodynamics, controls and systems, materials and structures, and it goes on. Like as you know, everything is clubbed. So all the subject is important as we know. So coming to the next point, only place where no tolerance. Yeah, exactly. No approximation, no negligence is used, as millions of people just trust in that aircraft built by the perfection by the engineers. Whole lot of process starts from the initial basic principle. So definitely the factor of safety is 1.5 to 2, which is the most required for that aviation safety. So definitely it relies on the lives of many people. So definitely we are the engineers who have the precision and factor of safety to be the mirror of the mirror and the safety concern. So it is very crucial. That is what I mean to tell. We cannot be we cannot neglige anything. Like we cannot leave anything. Like any single approximation would lead to a disaster. So definitely that would be end into an catastrophic. So that is what I meant to tell. So we are into an next slide. Generally, we know these career scopes are being into this field. As you come into your first year itself, everyone would know. So after completing aeronautical, we could get into this opportunities like ISRO, DRDO, HAL, NAL, some MROs and ADE, AD, and private airline companies which you generally see flying over us like Indigo, everything. So these are the things which generally fit into our minds and usually go around our mind. So there are many things apart from this too, which I could able to gather many details and scopes which are still lying behind this. I could able to see only if we go deep through it. If you cut through it, there are still many things we can able to get through, see all those careers. Still it is there, but many things we don't able to gather those details. Still we can able to find. So what I'm coming to give is I can able to give you a clear-cut idea of what I pursued and what I got to see. All those details of career opportunity after aeronautical are still there. So coming to our next slide. So these are some other things like these are.
It's fine, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. So these are the general categories of aviation scopes which we know. So Air India, DGCA, and Tata Advanced Systems, Mahindra Aerospace, Taneja Aerospace, L&T, Sample Avionics, Pawan Helicopters. So these are the general things which we can able to just Google it. Jobs after aeronautical. These all just come and fed up into this thing. So we will just get into the trap that only these are the companies which are there to hire for aeronautical. So the thing is not like that. There are still many companies which are working with the Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 for the major manufacturer like Boeing, Airbus, Bombardier, Lockheed Martin. So there are many companies which they manufacture and they work for their services like software development and technical publication. There are many things. In an aircraft, if you build an aircraft, there are many jobs split up into various of categories. So coming to that point, So there are many things. So we are stuck into a single component, or like we will be getting into a trouble. Like these are only the things aeronautical engineer used to get job. No, actually that is a myth and it is not true. We have many opportunities which we don't able to. Actually, we don't recognize it. Coming to okay, fine. These are the top aerospace companies as far of now in India. This is only a list of Indian top companies which is being listed this. What I suggest for the students of this third year and final years are, make sure you learn what the company do and what are the products actually they make and what are the services they make. Unless or until you don't know about the company and just you want to join that company, it doesn't work that way. Actually, the thing is, unless or until you know anything about that company, you won't able to break through those things which they do with the technology over there. So they want the champs and guys like they know well about that company and they are curious to join that company. So definitely what they want, they should know the details of each and every bit which is happening inside. So obviously everything would be sophisticatedly shown to us. So somewhat, so that is what I'm telling. You should be clean and clear cut through your base of your knowledge. So you should be clear in your basics. So generally when you hit an interview in any private companies or any recruiters, they will directly hit you in your basics, not with your technology and whatever you learned in your aerodynamics, like any specifically in with any technically into deep knowledge. They won't get into that. They just want a clear cut idea whether you are clear with your basics or not. So these are the companies which we have topped it with the top 10 of this within India. These are all the companies which you can make a note of it. These are only in India. You can still find, and still there are many vacancies has been lying, and there are many graduate engineer training position has been hired by these companies too. And there are many government aided like Miniratna and Navratna companies too with this. So these are those companies. Kindly make a note of it. As you see, the last one, Lockheed Martin, that is a US company and which is being working into in India, and it's what I usually told. There are many branches of work and which single part of the work has been done in India. That is what I'm coming to say. There are subgroups of many works being split. So you can able to just log into that company and what they are doing. Make sure you learn those things and you just prepare for that. At least you just check into that career page, and you can also make use of the LinkedIn and make sure you just follow those guys who are working in the company with an HR level. To just make a contact and make a point of it. You just throw your resume. If it clicks, definitely they would be calling you for an interview. It doesn't matter if you are eligible or not eligible. Just make a try of it. And these are the top aerospace companies as far as India. There are many in the abroad and overseas. As far as now, I'm concerned with the Indian borders only. So make sure you make a note of it and always keep an track of those companies and keep looking for the openings which they open. You don't bother about your subject. Make sure you learn many things which they do now, because technology is being improvising day by day. So we won't be stuck into the same old traditional method of things. We keep an update on those technologies too. So I'll be explaining those two in our next slide too. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. That is what I told. What actually an aeronautical based recruitment expects from us. So generally a company, what they expect from an aeronautical engineer, like take a fresher. Definitely they will hire a fresher only if they are well good in with the basics of aeronautical concepts. Well, if you're not good in your basics of aeronautical, definitely they won't be, actually they would be in trouble in training you, because they again you have to brush up from the basics and it is not their job. They will just go into their concept and they will just brief those explanation and they will get into the work as soon as possible. That is what they want. They want a quick learner, not a slow learner. That is what the major difference lies on. Why a guy gets with a 6.5 CGPA gets a job, and with a guy with 8.59 CGPA don't get a job. So if you ask them this question, he would be a quick learner and he could be able to grasp the things quickly. So maybe that would be the reason. It doesn't matter you get a good CGPA, it doesn't matter. Only the thing is skill is the matter. So that is what the second point is meant about. Additional skill in learning tools. So exactly what I said. Tools which they use to, what I mean with the tool is the software tools. It may be a software tool like for making an catalog for an aircraft, like that they used to call it a technical publication, and making the component parts, all those things, or design tools, let it be a design tool. So everything has an update. So what technology is being developing, and everything has an update, and everything has a technology attached to it. So keep learning and keep knowing those things at least. So it would fetch you a great career and opportunity, and you can able to have an interest of learning that too. So definitely it would be an advantage for you. And even a specialization degree and master's degree and specialization course would be a good option for them to hire a employee in a good reputed companies too. So it would be a good additional benefit, I say. And the next point is keep an update on current trends. That is what I said. It should be always updated with the aviation technology and upgrades, which whatever the aircraft is being happening. So that would be a better thing. Definitely, it would be an advantage to you. It will add an a plus kind of reputation to you when you go to a face-to-face interview. If they ask about whatever the technology you know, if you are updated with those technology, definitely it would be helpful and it would be fetching you a good job. And then coming to next, ability to learn quickly and follow the things. This is what I told. You should be a quick learner and you should be adhering to day-to-day technology. So that would be an helpful thing to get a job, and it would be great also. Upcoming booming industries in area related to aerospace. Coming to this, these are what, apart from this lockdown thing, these are all the things which they were booming, like booming towards the era of this aerospace industry, like space and astro exploration based. Like as you have seen, like 3 days back, Elon Musk and NASA have sent human explorations to ISS. So that is what the era is like, from STS to this Elon Musk rocket. So definitely a reusable rocket. That is what the technology is being to. So that is what we have to learn and we have to adapt to it. So keep update on this, and it would be an advantages, and there would be an opportunity to have a research on that too. And coming to this, automation and industrial 4.0. Make a note of it. Industrial 4.0 is making the thing of cutting down the jobs of 10 people's job in a place where a single automation thing can do the job of the 10 people. This is what the aviation manufacturing industries are being doing in a fast process as far of now, because they couldn't able to manage to pay. They are already in the debt and crisis right now. So this is what the industry is being into that, and making everything autonomous and making everything into industrial 4.0 and making things automated. For example, take 300 people working in a company, and if everything is being automated and everything is being into a dashboard and 4.0 is being managed, so they won't be needing those 300 people. They would be needing just 50 or 60 people, and it would make the same output and even more output than that. So that is what the aerospace industry also have come into that. And still, even Leading Edge is being supplying some of the industrial robots to some of the industries in leading aircraft manufacturing industries also, and some port industries also. So definitely, this is a booming thing which aerospace industries are facing right now. And then unmanned and autonomous system, definitely UAV and sort of things. As you have seen, DGCA even have approved and unmanned things to happen in and around India. So many things has got approved, and many things has been changing, and many industries are coming out of the zone. So there is a lot of opportunities lying in the autonomous system, like unmanned aerial vehicles. So there would be a great opportunity in India as far of now for unmanned systems. So it would be a great thing if you keep on track, and if you have an interest in this thing. Really, there would be a great opportunity and great future for this systems in unmanned aerial systems too. And coming to this missiles, ballistics, and artillery and weapon system industry, really, these things are totally on based of government and as per of India, it is totally under the countership of government of India. So they are being into this industry, and some Taiwan Type 2 companies are being working with that to make those artillery weapons. And the major thing why I have put it is they need more aeronautical, like aerospace related people. Only the thing behind this is everything is related to aerodynamic and aerospace aeronautical based concepts. So many people would be benefited if we break through those barriers. We have many opportunities lying in these fields too. So they many don't realize those things too. Take a BrahMos, actually BrahMos missile, all those things happened with those teams of aerospace and masters of aeronautical, like all those people were into that team. So that is what it came as a success. And coming to this composite material and structural based companies, really, these companies are nowadays booming a lot of revenue as making an aircraft lighter. It would save the fuel of that, and it would definitely make a revenue for that aircraft industry. So definitely they are coming into a composite material composition, which these are totally an research and development thing. And many companies in India itself, Make in India itself, they have approached and have made many patents for that aviation industry for that composite replacement of many aircraft parts. So which is being booming era as per of now. And there are still many which I haven't mentioned it, but still we can able to focus on this thing which as per of now it has been concerned in this lockdown period. These are the industry which I have come through. And then, okay, fine. Coming to this point. Many of you have been into this aeronautical studies, hoping that we would become a pilot. I hope many have, because I have experienced many people in my batch. Hopefully, it would be happened. Many would have chosen this course for becoming a pilot. Hopefully, that would be not happening, but not now. It can happen now. I'll just explain you how. Still, you have the chance to become a pilot. I'll explain you. I just told you, if you are one of the students who fell in a trap, like studying aerospace, aeronautical engineer will make us pilot. This question has really...
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Just a second. A few are asking to give permission. I think they are giving you. They are asking to join, but I think you are not responding.
Yeah. Okay. Then let them give permission. I'll just join.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Is there still people, anyone joining, waiting in the list?
Just a minute, Balaji. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Kindly, all of the students, kindly mute your audio so that we can able to concentrate on the slides.
Sir, you can mute everybody except Balaji or somebody joining is fine. Mute others.
Obli sir, is there any students still left behind?
As of now, no, Mali can continue.
Okay, fine. We can continue, right? So those students who are still managing and still studying aerospace engineering and aeronautical engineering, burying their pilot wishes or desire to become a pilot, I would suggest you there is still an option left. Still you have a chance. Major answer is no. Most of probably in our colleges or campuses, they would have said no, you cannot become a pilot after being an aeronautical engineer. Actually, the thing is it's not. There are many ways which I have found out, and practically I have tried it, and it is being working. So I'll just explain you. Don't worry. Learn in and outs about aircraft and engineering as per of now. That is what I'm telling. Learn completely about aeronautical and aerospace sciences. And both men and women are equally have the opportunity to become pilots till now. So I'll just explain you this thing. Many would have known and many would haven't known. So I'll just explain. Someone's voice is being hitting. Uh, Obli sir, someone has their.
Actually, I don't hear any background voices here. Everyone in mute
Uh,
only.
okay, that's fine, sir. Now it is clear. Just
Sir, please,
continue.
accept Balaji, sir, please.
Yeah, fine, sir, fine. So I'll just explain you now for those aspirants who want to become a pilot. Keep a note of it. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Many would have known and many don't know. So for those don't know people, kindly make a note. How to get into pilot training program after completing of your aerospace or aeronautical engineering degree. There are two ways. The general way of making to getting into a pilot courses, join private or government run training program and get DGCA papers cleared and fly aircraft. That is the general traditional way of becoming a pilot as far as in India as far as in the world. For India, DGCA is regulationary for the papers and clearing all those license clearing papers. And for in the world, in the US taking, it is FAA. So those would be the general details which everyone would know. And approximately 70 to 80 lakhs would be the cost for completing a course till the license. If you fail in that paper, again you have to spend some around 12 to 20 lakhs. So definitely it would come around 1 crore in this way. And second way is there, where you can become a pilot without paying a fee, but you get paid for learning there, approximately 1 lakh per month. Trust me, this is possible. I'll tell you how. Many aren't aware of this opportunity available in our country. Exactly. This opportunity is open for all. There is no caste, no religion, and no racial discrimination available for this. So everyone can apply and everyone have opportunity and everyone have right to apply to that. I'll just tell you how you can become a pilot with this opportunity. Okay, fine. So that is the option is this. Defense service provides us this opportunity to obtain wings. So wings, that means you are eligible to fly in air. So that wings makes you a pilot or whatever to make into flying an object in air. So as an aeronautical engineer, you are eligible to apply for pilot entry, which every year they index selecting candidates for pilot training program and serve for nation with pride. So there are three forces, as you know, tri-forces, Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force. All three have aeronautical branches. For your kind information, all of these three have aeronautical branches. And those departments specifically induct pilots and they are getting trained with their facility. After being trained, they would be serving to their bases. So conducting the selection procedure as per the norms, it would be happening. And it is known as Services Selection Board. The major advantages of this thing is for bachelor's degree holders, the Bachelor of Engineering in Aeronautical, you are eligible to apply for this. The basic criteria for this is you should have a minimum of 65% and above to enroll for this. So definitely you will getting a call letter and you can able to attend that SSB, Services Selection Board. I'll just tell you, men and women both are given equally importance, like equal opportunities in the selection, with which we need to fulfill their eligibility requirement as per the notification. Exactly as I told, there are some eligibility criteria, eyesightness and height, weight. Some basic requirements are there in the notification which you have to go through. And if you go through and we can apply, and the thing is, you don't have to pay a single penny for this. As per of SSB, right now, they have made an online exam as per of now in the last 6 months back. So only for that online exam, they have made an examination fee. So apart from that, everything is free. So this opportunity is golden opportunity for those who have desire to become a pilot. So make a note of it. The tri-forces are being inducting aeronautical engineers for general service as well as for pilot too. So aeronautical engineers have the opportunity for that. And scope for aeronautical engineering defense service, as I told. I told 3 services, right? Even another one has joined in our bucket list. for aeronautical engineers, and that is Indian Coast Guard, and it is being hiring pilot entry and general duty for aeronautical engineering especially, and we have quotas for that too in aeronautical branch for every single forces in defense. Totally now 4 forces are into the action. So all the forces have these kind of branches. Like I'll explain, in Indian Air Force, you'll get a pilot entry, aeronautical engineer, that is an engineer entry, and coming to an administrative branches and logistics. Every aeronautical engineer can apply for all those things in Air Force. And Air Force will index this thing with an exam called AFCAT, and generally it happens every 6 months. And coming to next, Indian Navy, it also acquires aeronautical engineer for these branches. NAIC is Naval Armament Inspection Cadre. So that is a kind of thing where ammunition and depots of defense forces like torpedoes and missiles, all those things are coming into these things, and aeronautical engineer are inducted to that course in that Indian Navy. And coming to ATC, Air Traffic Controller, that course is eligible for aeronautical engineer. Even pilot entry is also there, as I told, for that Indian Navy. Indian Navy also has a separate flying fleet. And GS General Engineering, that is what aeronautical engineering at the ground field they used to work with. And logistics, even logistics hires aeronautical branches. And coming to Indian Army, even that has an aviation corp and technical branches in aeronautical field. So coming to this Indian Coast Guard, pilot entry, general duty, aeronautical engineering. So definitely we have a lot of opportunity for pilots being open. Every year they induct 6 months once in Air Force and 1 year once in Navy, Army and Coast Guard. So definitely this is a good opportunity. What I suggest is give a try. Don't fall in a trap like it is difficult, it is hard to crack, it is most sophisticated type of selection. Don't fall in the trap. I personally have experienced it. I have gone through all those tests, and I have almost have cleared. Due to some circumstances, I couldn't able to join the forces. Coming to that, so this is an great and exactly a great opportunity, because no other places you could able to work with sophisticated technology which our defense systems have. So it would be a great honor and to serve our nation, as well as learn with the technology of flying things and making the things in that field. Okay, and then major advantages of this is you can serve for 15 years and then you can give your retirement and come back, and you can able to have an great experience of 15 years, and you can able to serve for that private companies which you can have 6 to 7 digits of salary in your packages. So it is really a great opportunity. And as I told, pilot entries for in the training period itself, they would be paying a lakh per month. So that is an opportunity to open. So many are not aware, and some were aware of it, and many have not even tried of it. So what I suggest is make a try. Why just don't turn up? You could have opportunity to fly your Sukhoi and MiG-21, right? My personal experience, my friend, one of my junior who was with my batchmate, he had been into this and he just cracked it, and he is now flying in Indian Air Force Sukhoi fighter squadron. So that would be a great opportunity. No one would be getting an opportunity to fly in Sukhoi. Even a commercial airliner won't be so lucky to sit in the cockpit with those sophisticated technology. So make use of this. Why don't you try? Because you have an opportunity, and there are many people who don't know even it is there. And coming to this, so as I told, pilot opportunities are still open. Make use of it. Keep and track on it. If anyone wants any details of this, just mail me or text me. I'll just help you up with those things. I'll be helping on those things. Okay. And coming to this, why aerospace startup? I'll just explain you. As I told you, there are many demands and many supplies are being not fulfilled. So if you are capable of doing giving something which they are required of, definitely they would be giving you if you are giving at a right quality and right quantity. So in that case, it would be a great thing if you are really good and you are really able to get a startup. My suggestion is always go through, because entrepreneurship and startup are much in demand for specific third tier industry to help the major aerospace manufacturing industry. Mostly they require quality components exactly, which they are already, if they are ready to pay for it. Because if it is a quality one, if you are giving it at a good right price, there are still you have on your own company and you can able to run, and it would be an aerospace company too. It doesn't matter if you give a first tier, second tier, third tier. Definitely your parts are gonna fly in the air. So definitely you are serving for a cause. Coming to the second point, do a hell lot of research. Fine, that is what I told. If you want to be an entrepreneur or want to make a startup, do hell lot of research. Like dig into the scratch. Try to break to everything. Go to the nook and corner of the things which you want to learn, so that you can able to be grasping all those pros and cons, and you can able to get into the industry first of all. First, make the thing in a right manner. So industry requires with lot of with your idea to that requirement. That's how the business people are succeeding. This is what I told. Do lot of research and make a plan, make a proper thing, and go in the right direction. So definitely you would be succeeding in future. If suppose you are planning for a startup or entrepreneurship, really that would be helping. Actually, the thing is, what my concept is, when I was studying in my second year and third year, I wasn't much bothered about my career, because the thing was I was already focused with those career things. So I have planned of making my aerospace or startup already. So I was focused and just trying to learn all those things out of the box and out of the syllabus. So it would that is the thing which helped me, and right now I am with that. I am with those things. So even my friends weren't that they were not having that aware of that. So that is what I stand. I stand behind that line. So that opportunity has to be within you. So you should come out of your box, come out of your comfort zone, learn something new, and that would definitely will convert into a business, and that business will convert into your revenue. So that is what main concept about this is. Keep one thing in mind. So this is just a thing I want to tell. Just if you want, just keep. So just one thing in your mind which serves to the world. Keep one thing in mind. Anything which serves to the world and for the benefits of society is the opportunity for us to have a great start. So this is what the thing is I generally have in my mind. Whatever you serve, if that world is needing that thing, so definitely it would be a great opportunity to for us to work for that, and definitely that would benefit us. So that is what the thing is major about. And coming to next slide. Okay, after this lockdown crisis effects of aviation in aerospace industry. So many of you have known, like aircraft and airplanes are not flying for more than 48 days. There are many predictions in loss of the aviation industry, which they have never been occurred. When there is a huge crisis, there will be huge job losses and pay cuts to existing employees. So there is a lot of employment opportunity available for you, but only the thing is, only if you are capable for that level, you will be getting those things. When we are back to normal operation, there will be much more demand to rise in the aviation industry, as they would be hiring fresh recruits after a huge losses. They would be required candidate with multiple discipline handler. Definitely the thing they will be requiring after that loss. Which we need to keep ourselves updated and learning in this lockdown period of time. So that is what I told. Learn something out of the box, out of your books, out of your comfort zone. Learn like there are many things like learn design software, ANSYS, even Hypermesh and MATLAB. If you are really interested in MATLAB, go for it. Really, it would be helpful, and that would such a great uplift for your resume in case you just add it if you have a MATLAB experience. And coming to that, and learn AI, artificial intelligence based systems, because future of aviation and avionic industry is totally depending upon artificial intelligence, because everything is they are trying to make it autonomous. So make sure you learn something related to artificial intelligence to some, at least some, up to some extent, that would probably fetch you and help you to some what, and in some extent it would definitely help, because completely it is going through automations and artificial intelligence. So even aircraft industries are into this. So definitely it would be helping you if you keep learning and keep updating your knowledge. Keep learning latest tech and software support and operating system with aviation industries practices. So this is what general things which I used to talk with some aviation experts. They used to tell all those updates and all those software which they are inquiring. Actually, they need lot of things to study. So you be prepared for that, and you won't be facing any trouble when you get into that in some job opportunities. And stay focused. So these are all the things which I wanted to tell in the last slide of this. Stay focused on what you aim to do. So if you have a proper aim, just stay focused on that and keep following the track. It doesn't matter if any hurdles or any setbacks comes. It doesn't matter. You just keep moving for it. Definitely, you would get a success at the end. Learn with passion. Your career will land with those things you always wanted to do. So definitely, what I said, you just learn with the passion, like learn with the love. Definitely, your career would be an successful one which you wanted and which you aim for. Learning never stops. Your knowledge is greater asset once we explore it and use it in the right direction in right time. Success awaits at that time. Exactly as I told. If you always keep learning the things and keep updating the things, so you would stand out of the crowd. So you would be a gem out of the crowd. So definitely there won't be any problems to your success and for your growth. So definitely keep learning the things. Never stop learning. There are things which we still have to learn out of the syllabus, out of the box. I have told many times. Keep learning those things. Never blame on your parents and college. Yeah, this is the thing which I generally and usually say to my batchmates and even to my juniors. Never blame on your parents or college for placement. Just the thing is, when you are with the skills and stuff, you have your gate open to all the industry. You have heard the names like Boeing, Airbus, Bombardier. Only the thing is, we are lacking with the skills and lacking with the technology we have inert with, because the syllabus which we are inerting are the plain basic ones. So you should be going beyond that. So that would only get you a job. So don't blame your college or don't blame your parents for your you don't get a placement because of this course. It doesn't matter. Still, you have many opportunities, as I told. Keep focusing on those things. Definitely, you will be getting into your career after completing your degree. Stay focused, and thank you for giving your time. And that's all for that session of this today.